Okay, so I swear, if this video does not work well for me, I like give up. I have given up because every single time the autofocus has been crap. I have no idea what's going on with the autofocus here, but it usually works and it picks up faces really, really well. Don't know what it is this time. But hey guys, what's going on? Range Reviewer, we're formerly known as Range Reviewer. Chris Ryan V. If you follow me on the social media, Twitter, Instagram, don't follow me on Snapchat. There are a couple people that follow me on Snapchat. Don't know who you guys are. So, you know, it's just weird. Don't even look me up, okay? So just not even Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You guys can follow me on that. I post usually on Twitter. I use a lot. So, that being said, I'm still alive, I'm breathing, I'm doing well. I'm doing the regular stuff I did in California now, just being more productive, adding a little job in there. So yeah, I'm being productive, doing well, and still living, still breathing, being young, trying to be an adult. Oh no. Not to say that I don't think about Power Rangers every day, I do. I think about Power Rangers very often. I still go to Walmart and Target every day because I'm bored and have no friends, and you know, I just walk into the aisle, see what's new. I saw a Villain Ninja today and I was like, what is that and why? I just don't know. But yeah, I still think about Power Rangers every day. I still think about this channel, what I'm gonna do with it, especially a new video, because I had a video before like just sitting like this, but the camera was so far off. And I was doing like a fake FAQs section, like, what am I doing with life? Blah, 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 blah. But if you guys do have questions for me, just let me know in the comment section below. I don't know how many people actually watch this video because I've been out for so long, but then people can also be like, oh my gosh, you just posted a video, he's alive, let me see you and let me hear what he has to say. So it's, yeah, just leave a comment, question, you know, and then I'll probably get back to you guys and I'll do a little video too. So that being said, yeah, I think I'm good. In terms of me staying on the East Coast, I am staying on the East Coast for the foreseeable future, and that foreseeable future is probably until January. There is a huge thing with me going on in January. One, my family and my parents and I feel that it is in our best interest to just stay, for me to just stay in the East Coast. Before it used to be, why don't you just stay in the West Coast, in LA, just stay at the house, you don't have to pay rent, just get a job in LA, you can commute 2 hours every day, and then just drive back home. That wasn't the case. I didn't want to do that at all. It wasn't me being lazy, but you know, I commuted my whole life, high school, even grade school, to be honest, because I lived outside the jurisdiction. High school, college, grade school, high school, college, I always commuted. There was this one year in college, I didn't get great grades, and that was my first year of college, and I, you know, didn't do well. So that's kind of why I like commuted every day, just to like make sure I was home every day. But yeah, now it's an interesting conversation with my dad, back and forth. I always call my dad every day, and it's like, yeah, you're doing well, you're being productive, you get to, you know what, you should probably just stay there because it's like a niche thing, you have your friends there, which I will get into. So the big thing for me was in January, my friend from here is actually moving to California. How weird is that? That we're kind of just like trading places. They made a down payment for a place, I believe, and I don't know if they're doing college there or not, maybe taking a year off, but she has a lease still. So what you can do is you can sublet or let someone take over the rest of your lease for a certain amount of time. And yeah, I was gonna do that from January to July, and now she's having big problems and doesn't know if she wants to go through with it, but she put in her down payment, which is huge, at least in LA. So I'm hoping for the best out of that situation, because one, I will be near the Temple campus, which is awesome. I always love going to Temple campus. It's such a great vibe. Food trucks are awesome. If you haven't gone, definitely go. And two, I get to room with one of my best friends from Temple. She was always very positive, always brought me up, kept things very truthful, told me things that I don't want to hear, which is like I need kicks in the butt every so often. So there is that. Just again, hoping for the best. All right, so I kind of rejoined the dark side. If you guys know me, I'm still a huge tech nerd. I've always been a tech nerd ever since like a teenager. So this is my old phone. This is a Google Nexus 6P. I love stock Android. I love, you know, not having to deal with bloatware from Verizon and stuff like that. I love just buying phones outright and just not having to deal with carriers, you know? It's so rewarding and so free until the Nougat update. The Nougat update just, this phone, it drained the battery so much, and honestly, the battery wasn't bad on standby, but when you were using the phone, it was just awful. And I get tired of things really quickly. So having a 5.7-inch screen was nice, especially with the front-facing speakers. Watching videos was absolutely awesome on this. But I switched to an iPhone. I got the new iPhone 7. I know it's not the iPhone 7 Plus, but the iPhone 7 Plus is this size. And size comparison, by the way, it's just way too big. And like, I can just barely do, I have medium-sized hands, to be honest. I can barely do one-handed stuff. This one I can do one-handed stuff, no problemo. And then I can do the 2-tap thing on your home button to like make it, you know, come down and make it collapse, which is awesome. I do love the iPhone 7 so far. The battery has been pretty decent. I do use Snapchat a little bit too much, but I'm a media major, so I have a media degree. So I'm okay with that. In terms of everything else, it's been great. No hiccups. And the main reason why, let me take it off for a second, all right? Okay. So this is my laptop, right? And we'll get to that later. Okay, so this is my laptop, MacBook Pro. So when I was a junior in high school, which was in 2009, for my birthday, what I wanted was a MacBook Pro, and it was definitely a lot to ask for from my parents. But the kicker was, I was making videos almost weekly, every single week for Pokemon cheat codes or whatever. So I was making videos and whatnot. I didn't know then that I wanted to be a media major or like use Final Cut Pro or use iMovie or whatever, Adobe, whatever. And that came at a later time. All I knew was I wanted something different. I wanted something that no one else, you know, had. And the MacBook, in my high school, no one really had the MacBook Pro. So I picked up the MacBook Pro and I fell in love with it, like, from the get-go. I learned how to use iMovie. I learned how to do everything. When iMessage came out, I loved it. I loved being able to send messages to and from my computer instead of my phone. I hated picking up my phone. That being said, however, when I did switch to Android, I always used Chrome. From the get-go, I've always used Chrome. There was an extension before called Pushbullet. Pushbullet was fantastic. It allowed me to use an Android device and get notifications in your Chrome window, not the OS, the Chrome browser. So it was great. I could respond to text message, whether it be from an iPhone user or SMS or another Android user or a BlackBerry user. You know, well, it's SMS because, you know, Android. So it was awesome until they went freemium. Freemium means there are certain features you can use, and when those features are done or you want to upgrade to the other features, you have to pay a premium. So when they went freemium and when they started charging X amount of dollars, I was like, okay, uninstall, find another alternative. There hasn't been an alternative that I have enjoyed, and I've used quite a few actually. So it was just like, okay, I gotta pick up my phone. I gotta pick up my phone. It got, you know, pretty lame, you know, when I'm at work, now I'm at work, and I'm always on my laptop, and I hate picking up my phone. It always looks like I'm not doing work when I'm on my phone. And, you know, there's certain times where I get an important text message or I get a message from someone, like my parents or something, and then I mean, I call my dad every day, but, you know, it's always nice to respond to them every so often on the daily. So it always looked like I wasn't doing work, or work wasn't important to me. And it is. I get stuff done, like, efficiently, and I love getting stuff done, because if I don't, I hate having stuff in the back burner. So I switched back to an iPhone for that good reason. Is iMessage is fantastic, and there's certain people where I can't text message back because they're not on iMessage. That's something I have to deal with. But so far, it's been great, and I have not been picking up my phone, and it's been saving my battery. That being said, however, I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit too hard and decided to get an Apple Watch. And here are the reasons. One, it's an Apple Watch Sport, so automatically you're paying a little bit cheaper. Two, it's Series 1. I don't know if you guys can even read that. First generation. So the first generation, just like completely, they just dismantled the price, right? Jeez, what is up with this? What? Jeez. Okay, $219 and it's on sale. $349 was regular, so I saved $130. So that was a great thing. I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to spend over $200 on the Apple Watch. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it, because I did when I was on Android. I had the Moto 360, and I used that through all my Android phones, actually. My M7, my HTC M7, my LG G3, which was one of my favorite phones, my Galaxy S6, and this phone, the Nexus 6P. I've used it throughout. It was okay. It was the first generation. I'll give it that. But I had it with a leather band, and I go to the gym every day, almost every day, 6 days a week, and that thing got really gunky really quickly. So I love being an early adopter of stuff. So I enjoyed it. It's great. By the way, great reason. Another great reason I got the iPhone. I can upgrade every year. Awesome. Love that, because I guess tired of things super quickly. There was an option here. You guys can read it. An option of open box. That open box was actually in Delaware. And I'm going to Delaware tomorrow because I will be hanging out with my best friend, his girlfriend, and her friend who's having a birthday party in Delaware. So it all kind of works out. Also in Delaware, there is no tax. So I got it for $198, $199 tax-free. And that just made me super happy, and I absolutely love it. I'm really hoping this continues to make me more productive, and I don't have to keep looking at my phone. And I would like to see how well the iPhone 7's battery handles another Bluetooth device, because I have a Bluetooth headphone, and oh my god, not having a headphone jack really sucks. Like, really sucks. There was a time at work I wanted to use a headphone jack and I could not use it. So I saved a little bit of money and I got the space gray. It doesn't go with the matte black, is what I went with on my iPhone, because they dropped the space gray and went with the matte black, which I love. The matte black's so sexy. I went with the 42mm and stuff like that. 42mm is my sweet spot because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a little bit of a watch nerd as well. So these are Seikos. I love Seiko because they're cheap and they're reliable, and I love getting automatics. So automatics are pretty expensive, IMO, but if you get a Seiko, they're relatively cheap. So this was like 40 bucks. This is 38mm. This looks tiny on my wrist. I think this is a military field watch, also Seiko, automatic as well. And this one is 42mm. I beat the crap out of this. I wear this every day to the gym. So it's gonna suck because I'm not gonna be wearing these watches anymore. I'll wear this one obviously for fancy dinners and stuff like that. I used to wear this at the gym every day. I stopped wearing it because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like wearing it, and like, I don't know, I just don't pick it up every so often. And my third one, which is this one, but just in a beige face, is somewhere in the basement. So it's gonna suck, and I'm a watch nerd. I love watches, by the way. So it's gonna suck me, dropping all those watches, but if this is gonna make me more productive, it's gonna be great. And I love the health tracker and stuff like that because, like I said before, I go to the gym every day. And there's not much of a difference between the Series 2, processor-wise, which doesn't really matter to me, and the brightness, it's gonna mean a little bit much to me. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see, and if it doesn't work out for me, I'll definitely return it or resell it, because these things apparently have been flying off shelves, so I think I got a good deal at $199. So that's my little bit of an update. I hope you guys enjoyed my face, my explanations of going to the dark side again. If you guys want to see some vlogs from me, I'm in Philadelphia almost every day. I don't know if my boss would like to see, you know, would like me to have a camera around the office and like vlog what I do for the company or whatever. But it'd be interesting to show you guys around Philadelphia, because I know Philadelphia gets a negative stigma, but it is, I think, our nation's birthplace, and it is absolutely fantastic. I work right by the Constitution Center, by the Liberty Bell, and it's an absolute joy. It's a great place to be, and if you're a blue collar person, great place for you. If you're a hard worker, great place for you. If you're into you know, sports, great place for you. If you're into historical things, great place for you. If you're into camping trails and whatnot, great place for you. If you're into beaches, it's an hour and a half drive, great place for you. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to be said. We're 17 minutes in. I'll post this video as soon as possible. I probably will have already gotten to watch, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I'll be, you know, in Delaware at that point. So we'll see. I'll see how tomorrow goes at work. If I can, I'll probably edit a bit after the meeting I have tomorrow and see if I can, because our office's Wi-Fi and internet speeds are joyous to say the least. So I got laundry to do. I got to fold some stuff. I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, and Zordon.